What's up, guys? Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And like I said in the last episode, we'll start on this car today. And there's a lot of stuff to do to this one. We've got the vehicle won't start. They want the engine and oil filter replace the oil and the oil filter. Timing related parts replaced. General engine control and repair. Lack of engine power, which is probably going to be fuel related or something. Loud exhaust mufflers, obviously, for that. We're going to start on the exhaust first. I'm going to pop the hood here and get a good look at the, well, look there. We already see problems with the engine lacking power. Car won't start because it looks like the starter has probably failed. So let's go ahead and, first things first, let's yank the start off of here. Starter is going to be at a 2%, yeah. We'll take this manifold cover off because I think the manifold's probably shot as well. Yeah, look at that manifold. Exhaust manifold's in bad shape. Turbocharger looks in good shape though, so that's good. So let's get this manifold off of here. Manifold I4. Good night. Look at the bolts. Yep, manifold I4. And we needed, what was the other thing? The starter. So we'll go ahead and order those real fast. Manifold I4 and a starter. Go ahead and get this in our inventory. Where's that? Where's the manifold? How do I not see it? It's got to be right here somewhere. I don't see it at all. Is it part of the engine? It must be part of the engine. Manifold I4. And a starter. Here we go. Manifold I4. And it's going to be a turbo model, I believe. Because it did have a turbo on it. And a starter. So I need a starter as well. We also need an oil filter, and it's going to be an oil filter I4, I think. Well, there's different versions, so we'll wait and get that in a little bit. Starter, power steering pump, serpentine belts, starter. Starter for a 4-cylinder. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, we got those two things. It looks like we're going to have problems with the ignition coil. Yeah, we'll need 2 ignition coils. A belt tensioner. Maybe a water pump as well. Yep, 2 ignition cores, a belt tensioner, and an I4 water pump. Alright, so ignition coils. Wherever they are. Up here somewhere. Alright, 2 ignition coils. Belt tensioner and water pump. Belt tensioner and a water pump. I find it easier just go ahead and order stuff as we go along, to be honest. A water pump for an I4, I believe it was. Just a standard I4 too. Right here. Okay, what else we got going on in here? I see more dirty stuff down here. We got a crankshaft pulley for an I4. That looks like it's in pretty bad shape. The roller looks good. Take off this timing cover. Everything in here looks pretty good. How's this belt look? We need a timing belt for sure. So let's go ahead and get us a timing belt. And we need that other thing as well that I just looked at, but I can't remember which one it was. Oh, which one was the timing belt? This one, I believe. Yeah, it's not a single overhead cam, so it's got to be this one. Should we take apart Should we take apart this and just get a good look inside there real fast just to make sure? I think we probably should. I did find out we don't have to take the spark plugs off to get to that, so that's good. I just want to kind of get a good look at the cams and just make sure that they're in good repair, you know. Otherwise, we might put the whole thing back together and... Oh, so we got one cam here that's not looking too great, to be honest. We can inspect it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So, do we have... I wonder if we have that cam that we can actually put in here. Gotta get that cam gear off. Take that cam off of there. Let's see if we have a good cam to put back on there, or if we still have the bad ones. No, we don't have a good one to put back on there. So they don't tell us it's the shoe something cam. It doesn't really tell us anything else about it. So we'll look for that real fast. All right, here we go. There's like 3 of these. I think it's this one here, because I believe that's the one I bought last time. Yeah, it's just the regular cam, so it's that one there. So we'll go ahead and install this cam, put it in there, and we can seal that back up and know that that's done and completed. So there's your cam. Go ahead and put your cam gear back on, and it's in good shape. There's no point in replacing that right now. And then go ahead and get this stuff back in, and we can go ahead and put the ignition coils in there as well, I believe. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And those are all in pretty good shape. And I think that we've got the timing stuff knocked out as well. I don't think we won't have any more problems with anything in this part of the engine. So we'll go ahead and put this stuff back together. Oh, we do have to buy the crankshaft pulley for the i4. I think we need that as well. So let's go ahead and get that. And we're going to be right here at it, actually. The crankshaft pulley, it should be right down here. For the i4. There it is. And let's get that on there. We want the new one, of course. Get that new water pump on there. And the idle roller was in good shape. We didn't replace that. And that's going to be it. So we can go ahead and put these belts back on. I think all these belts were in good shape. We got a new belt tensioner, so we'll put that on there. And one more new belt right here. And that was in pretty good shape as well. Now, let's go ahead and get the car up in the air. We've got some exhaust work we've got to do. We also need to drain the oil. Let's go ahead and drain the oil. And while that oil is draining, we can go ahead and get this... Actually, yeah, we can go ahead and get this exhaust off. Front exhaust section turbo. Front exhaust section turbo. There it is. Go ahead and grab that and put it on here. There we go. Move you back out of the way. Put you back where you're supposed to be. And change this oil filter out, which is going to be probably an i4. It almost always is. Yeah, it's an i4 for sure. So we order this i4 filter. Now, did she want the air filter changed as well? I bet she probably did. I have to go back and look to make sure. Get a new i4 filter here. And put that on there. Here we go. Where am I looking at from here? Okay. Well, does the oil filter not go right there? I'm a bit confused, actually. Where's the front of the car? There it is. God, how'd I get so turned around? Alright, so the oil filter, yeah, it goes right here, but it's not letting me, for whatever reason, it's not letting me put it back on the car. Probably because I didn't have the right thing selected. Alright, got that oil filter on there. Alright, let's look at see what we got. We got a part not discovered for that. That was the starter, I believe. Or it could be the battery as well. We got change drain oil. Okay, working on that. We got that stuff done. Got one more part not discovered with general engine control and repair. We got the starter and exhaust manifold. One not discovered. Engine lacks power. Don't know what those two might be. It could be plug wires, exhaust pipe, rear muffler C, exhaust manifold. So exhaust pipe and rear muffler C. We can go ahead and get that done. I hate how it puts you so close. Rear muffler C and exhaust pipe. Let's get those ordered. Exhaust pipe and rear muffler C. Right here. Rear muffler C and exhaust pipe. There we go. Alright, that's done. Now, I think that's everything underneath the car. So we can go ahead and lower it back down. And we've got some more work to the motor we've got to do. We may have some... I still don't think that we have anything wrong with... I think most everything that's wrong with it now should be stuff that we can get to fairly easy. Like the battery might be bad. I don't know. We'll have to look at it and see. Could be a bad spark plug. We didn't look at the spark plugs yet. We need to put this turbo on here. Let's not forget the turbo. The exhaust manifold cover. And the starter. We got a brand new starter. Okay, so that's all back on there. So let's go ahead and take these off and look at these spark plugs. And just make sure that we didn't have any... Got a fuel filter is bad back there too, I see. Because I'm wouldn't surprise me if one of these spark plugs wasn't bad. And there's one that's 67%. 83% on that one, so that one's good. 17% on that one, that one's bad for sure. And 78. So let's go ahead and get us some spark plugs and a fuel filter. Alright, let's see. Spark plugs, spark plugs, spark plugs. As we pass the fuel filter, we're looking for the spark plugs. There we go. We need... Let's go ahead and just buy like 4 of them. They're not that expensive. And get up here and get us a fuel filter as well. Somehow I keep passing it. Passed it again. Where is the fuel filter? It goes from C straight to E, so... Oh, that's right. F is after E, of course. Of course. Fuel filter, right there it is. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that fuel filter off of here. And get it replaced. And then we'll replace these spark plugs as well. There we go. 100. 100, or close enough to 100 anyway. 100. We're just going to put all brand new spark plugs in it. Why not? Ignition coil's back on. There we go. Nice. Alright, what else might we need here? We've got that done. Change oil. Okay, we got to put oil in it. We still have not discovered one part with the motor. Or one part where it lacks power. How's this battery? Okay, I can't examine the battery without taking it out. So let's take it out real quick and put it back in. Battery's 77%, so that's good. Air filter. We haven't looked at that yet either. Chances are it's going to need replaced as well. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Although this down here looks kind of bad. Yeah, we're going to replace that. That looks pretty terrible. The air filter base. So let's get us an air filter base. Right here. Pop that in there. Put that air filter back because I don't think it's actually 100% because we've had a new one apparently. This one's good, and we'll put these clips back on here again. I wonder if those clips ever break, if you ever have to buy new ones. So far I haven't had to buy any new clips. I'm guaranteed you have to buy a new one at some point, especially if you're restoring a car, you'd have to. Alright, so the air filter's in there. There's still something else wrong somewhere though. Gotta put oil in it. Yep, there's still something wrong with the general engine control and repair. And I'm not sure what that's gonna be. Could it be something with the fuel rail back here? Maybe. Ah, jeez, get out from back there. What are you doing? We don't need to be way back there like that. Focus on the engine. Let's take this part and look at it real good. I don't think that it has anything to do with this stuff. Could be the fuel rail. The fuel rail actually doesn't look in that good a shape from what I see right here. So we're going to look at that. Fuel rail is actually in good shape. So yeah, that's not it. Okay. I mean, it could be a piston, but geez, I hope not. This in good shape. Sometimes the pistons are bad and you got to take a piston out, but if that's the case, then the whole engine will have to be tore back down, and I really didn't think it would be a piston. But I don't know what else it could be. I mean, everything else looks to be in pretty good shape. So it's got to be something on the inside, right? At least you would think. Gearbox. And I don't have any way to check parts on the engine to make sure that... I mean, I could take the head back off and look at the pistons. It wouldn't take long. I guess I could do that real fast. So we'll just look at this real quick. And just look at the pistons real fast and just see how they look. Actually, you know, I'll probably have to take that stupid thing off again because I'm going to have to take the cams out. That sucks. Yeah. And the fuel rail. Dang. What a job, what a job. I still don't think it's going to be pistons, to be honest. That head might actually need to replace because it didn't look too good. And we'll pull all this off again, as much as I hate to do it. Oh, what did I just pull out right there? Okay. Part of the water pump, okay. Not a big deal. Timing cover. I think from now on when we do engine repairs, we're just gonna like take it all apart from the very get-go and like if we don't know what's wrong with it, and just look at everything before we put it back together. I think at least until we get some type of tool to where we can actually inspect it all properly. So these two camshafts are good. Let's take this manifold cover off. I'll be able to look at the pistons when I get the head off, but I won't be able to look at the bearings. I have to take the oil pan off from underneath to look at the bearings. Yeah, so if I don't see any pistons that's damaged, I might have to pull the oil pan off and look at the pistons real quick and make sure that we don't have like a bad bearing or something in there. Alright, so the head should come off, and we gotta take spark plugs out too. Jeez, you shouldn't have to take spark plugs out to get the head off. Man, what a bunch of stuff to have to deal with here. And I hate my camera angle right now. Let me get out of here and go over onto the front of the car where I can actually see what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, we definitely have dirty pistons, but I don't know, are those bad pistons or are those just because they don't look terrible? Can I look at them without taking them out of the car? Probably not. Compression tester, which I don't have. All right, let me go underneath here, raise it up and go underneath and look at it real quick. And I promise I won't put you guys through putting all this stuff back together. And you know, if you want to skip ahead and find out what was going on with it, then, you know, that's up to you guys. I would not blame you a bit. Alright, how's this look under here? We've got these rod caps. I mean, this stuff don't look bad, to be honest. I can't check a lot of this stuff without actually camshaft bearing. That looks good. And the camshaft bearing, it's a little bit worn, but it's not terrible. Nothing really looks that bad, so I don't think. Yeah, I don't see any major problems in here. Nothing that would constitute me having to change anything out anyway. So I'm really not 100% sure where I'm lacking power. I mean, it could be in the drivetrain, but I wouldn't think it would be. But I definitely don't think it's engine related. So I'm gonna, while I'm down here, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the what is this here? That's just something off the side of the gearbox, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. Don't know what it could be. Could it be the ignition? Something maybe? I mean, could it be the radiator? I wouldn't think it would be the radiator. The head's in not so great shape, but it ain't bad. No, it's in good shape. Alright, I'm gonna throw this back together here, and then I'll see you guys when I get back, I guess. I'm gonna go over here and open the door and just see if maybe it's something to do with the inside of the car. I don't think it is, but I don't even know if you can. I mean, it sounds fine. So I'm not sure what's wrong with it. It still says there's something wrong, but I've taken the motor completely apart, and there's nothing left to take apart, really. The only thing I wonder if it's ABS module, maybe. We could try it. I really don't think that's the problem either, though, and that's a brake part anyways. That's not anything else. So I think we're probably just gonna give this one back and just say, you know, hopefully. I don't know. I don't see anything that could be wrong with it. I've looked at every single thing on this entire car, except transmission stuff, and it could be transmission stuff. I'm going to go ahead and complete it just to carry on the story mission, because I don't think I have the tools to be able to figure out what's wrong with it. I think I need some OBD stuff, so we'll get that as soon as we get a chance, and hopefully we'll be able to diagnose this stuff a little better. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending like all day looking for something that I have no clue where it's at. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the transmission just to make sure real fast, but if that's not it, then I'll be back. And if that is it, I'll be back. Alright guys, we're going to send her on our way. We're going to set it down and put oil in it, and gosh man, I wish I knew what the problem was, but I just don't have a clue. I just don't have a clue. And I went through the entire engine and haven't found anything. So that's going to do it for this one, I guess. It's like the first failed attempt. Sucks. But without the proper tools, and I don't think we can get one yet. We can check and see. We do have one upgrade. Can we get an OBD? Allows you to check all electronic connections and resistance. You can use it from the pie menu. We could try this. It's going to be one of these. I don't know which one would be the best one to get. Let's get this one and just see what happens. Where do we use it from? I don't think we use it from the tablet menu. Nope. We could try this. No, we can't disassemble anything that's... I'm not even sure how to use the thing. Oh, here we go. Alright, we want to examine the OBD scanner. Let's see what it says. It doesn't tell us anything. Just spark plugs and ignition coils and catalytic converters. So that didn't tell us a thing. And we don't have any more points to use the other tool, I don't think. Nope, no more skill points to be able to get the electronic multimeter. So, oh well, that's going to do it for this one, I guess. Unfortunately, sorry lady, but we can't fix your car. The starter is missing from the car. Whoops. Probably should put that back on. Now. Okay. Alright guys, sorry for that one. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll be back with day number, what? 9, I think? Or this might be day 9, might be day 10 when we come back. Either way, we'll get better. The next point we'll get that that multi-tool thing, and make sure we can scan all the electronic stuff in these cars, because I don't know what was going on with that one. We just had to make a little money off of it, but you know, it's running, so she'll be okay, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.